that, or why do you think that a lot of African Americans are not coming to Africa? They're in Thailand, they're in DR, they're in Colombia, but we don't have so much of attraction of people coming back and doing things on the mother continent.
I've said this on my community posts and a few of my videos. Not all, but a lot of those black dudes that travel don't like black women. And my donations in Thailand showed it, and the donations here show it.
Whoa, so you're saying, wait a minute, you're saying that you got more financial support?
When I had a Thai chick that dressed like a whore.
Hi guys, so passport bros have been saying that they do not hate black women. They have been saying that the reason they don't want to date the black women in the West is not because they don't like black women, it's because the black women in the West have been destroyed by feminism, that they are too modern to date, they are not submissive, there are all kinds of excuses. But we know that's a lie. But they have been trying to push that lie for a while now. And the great thing is that Auston has been exposing that lie. He has been exposing that lie for a while, and he did it again last week when he had his live stream, because the passport bros, his audience, who are passport bros, were saying like, you know what, we don't like white women. We don't like the white women you bring on your show because we don't like white women. And Auston is like, no, that's not true. Actually, you love white women more than, you prefer white women more than you do black women. And he presented a perfect proof, and that was that he on his channel, the most viewed videos are the one he is with black women.
They say my audience don't like white chicks. I don't know. When I was in Europe, I don't know, because if you go look at my most viewed video recently was from countries where there's white chicks. Like I did a date video about the date that I had in Romania. That video got like 170,000 views or some shit like that now. The video in Uruguay, the short that I posted in Paraguay. Like my audience definitely likes white chicks.
In fact, if you look at the top 10 or so, there is only one video in the top 10 of Auston that is Auston with a black woman. Everything else he is with a non-black woman, and so that is, and he said that, which is a perfect, a good example, a good proof that these men do not like black women. They want to pretend, because I know for some reason, I don't even know why they don't just, stop that lie. They are all, they keep on masquerading, they keep on lying that, they love black women, but they don't. And Auston showed proof. One of Auston actually talked about this video, and I did a video on this video yesterday. And this video is just a thumbnail of a Romanian girl, her face covered with a smiley face. That video is like the most watched video on Auston's channel. The most pathetic thing about that video is that in the video, when you click on the video, it is Auston sitting on a chair talking. There is no woman in the video, but because these men are such white worshippers, they elevate white women so high that just a thumbnail of a white woman with her face fully covered makes them want to watch that video. That's why they watch it so much that the video is the most popular video on Auston's channel. And just like I said, the most watched videos on Auston's channel are almost all um, featuring a non-black woman. And mind you, Auston himself had said that he has more black women on his channel than any other, race of women, which he's right about that.
Like the majority of the characters on my show were from Africa when we're talking about women.
And if these men did really like black women, you would think, by the theory of probability, the most popular videos would be the ones that are featuring black women. But they're not, because these men, despite the lie they tell, they do not like black women. And it's not just, the disparity between the view count of, a black woman brings versus a white and then black woman brings that proves that these men do not like black women. It's the fact that the way they judge the black women versus the way they judge non-black women tells you that these men do not like black women. A good example is Auston now has this very modern looking Bolivian girl as his girlfriend. I'm using girlfriend very loosely. And he posted her picture today, where a picture of him and her together today. And the comments are, they're praising him, calling him he won, it's almost like one praise after another. But when he posted a picture of him with a group of black Tanzanian girls, they were calling them modern, they were calling them ratchet, they were calling them hood rats. Mind you, calling Africans hood rats just tells you that because hood rat is such a cultured term, like a specific cultural term. If these men only hated black American women because black American women are, modernized, westernized, they wouldn't use that term to describe black women in other, especially in Africa. But they use that term because this, the reason they call black American women hood rats is not because they are, American, they are Western. It's because they are black. So when Auston posted this picture, they were calling the women hood rats. They were calling them ratchet. They will asking Auston how he would travel across our oceans to date modern women, to date ratchets, to date women who look like the women in America, the westernized, modernized women in Africa. But this girl, this is like the definition of a modern girl, right? But they are praising her. They are calling her all kinds of beautiful. They are telling him he won. And so what that tells you is that these men are white worshippers. And the other thing, of course, is I have been saying this over and over. Whenever, you should never believe that respectability politics would save you from these men attacking you, because there are a lot of black women who think that if black women dress a certain way, or if they're not fat, or if they are educated, they will be respected by these passport bros. But in reality, that's not the case. The passport bros do not respect black women, not because of how they behave, or how because they're fat, because they're not educated. It's because they are black. They don't like black women. And the fact that they attacked these women, they called them modern, they called them all kinds of names. They said they look like the American women. They said they are too westernized. But they are praising this woman, this white non-black girl, tells you that the problem they have with black women, the problem passport pros have with black women, is not the behavior, it's not the attitude, it's not the anything to do with the behavior. It is the fact that they are black. And that is I have absolutely no problem with that. I mean, I have problem with that, but I have more problem with their lies, with them lying about black women, constantly saying the reason they don't like Black American women is because they have bad attitude, they are not feminine, they are loud, they are obnoxious. But if when a white woman and then Black women do whatever the Black American women are do and are attacked for, they praise the white woman just like they did here. They are praising this non-Black Bolivian girl for something they would have attacked. They not would have. They have already attacked the Tanzanian girls, African girls that Auston was dating. And it's not just me saying this, right? Auston himself said that they called the Tanzanian girls, African girls, all kinds of names. But when he had Kate, who's actually a sex worker, they were praising her. He said that they were sending him more money when he had, the sex worker Kate on his show than what they did when he had the Tanzanian girls, the African girls.
On the other hand, somebody also says, we would like to see more faces of the women down there, not the same group. But when I had the Asian girl in Thailand, nobody had a problem with seeing her face every day. Donations went through the roof. There people are donating where I'm here too, and I appreciate everybody. But I do notice when it's a non-Black woman, the donations go through the roof, and that's why it never fails when I say since I've been out here that I hate Black people or Black women is coming out of the audience faster than ever.
So yeah, these men hate Black women, and in a way, it's kind of good. The problem is that some people are trying to guilty these men, trying to guilty the passport bros into dating Black women abroad, and that should not be the case. I have been asking, Black American women, Black Western women, not to guilt these passport bros into dating, African girls, into dating, Black Caribbean girls. These men should always be encouraged only to date, non-Black women. And talking about Caribbean girls, I remember something. On that same live, Auston, how Auston always go on Tinder. So, and he will bring pictures from Tinder and show it, and then show it on his live, and his audience would judge, would rate the women, the girls. So on that live, he went to Guyana Tinder, and he had Black girls on Tinder. The picture of the Black Guyanese girls, and they're dressed in skimpy outfits. They have their butts out. And the live, Auston and his audience started calling them ratchets, started calling them all kinds of hoes, started calling them, all kinds of names.
Ooh, this Tinder getting ratchet. I take my word back. It's getting ratchet.
But then Auston is like, oh no, I don't want, I don't want to see any more of these, these ratchet women. So he went to Panama Tinder. And the Panamanian girls are dressed almost exactly like the Guyanese girls, and they have their butts out like the Guyanese girls. But because the Panamanian girls were not Black, all of a sudden the live and Auston himself started praising the women. He started calling them hot, started calling their bodies gym body.
Next stop is Panama. She gets a right swipe too. Let me tell you something. Those milk jugs are everything.
So that tells you the whole idea, once again, that these men do not hate Black women because of how they behave. They hate Black women because they do not find them attractive. And it's okay to not find Black women attractive. What is the problem I have is that instead of saying that out and being proud and open about it, they go around, trying to, to claim that the reason they don't like Black women is because of how they behave, because of how they carry themselves. No, that's not the reason you don't like Black women. You don't like Black women because you don't think they are attractive. And it's okay to say that. So, and it's, like I said, these men have been, I mean, they are Black woman haters. They do not like Black women. They are, they don't like Black women, period. And, they are always saying, oh, when we go to Latin America, we always date Afro-Latinas. I'm like, no, you don't, because they will call anyone with, dark hair Afro-Latina. That is, for them, they will, like, mind you, Auston says that 60% of Brazil is Black. That tells you what their definition of Black is. 60% of Brazil is not Black. Like less than 30% of Brazil considers themselves Black. But what Auston and the other Black, passport bro do is they would consider anyone with, like, the smallest drop of Black blood Black. And so they would be dating a white-looking Latina woman, and they claim they are actually dating a Black Latina because maybe, she had like a distance, maybe like, her 14th, great grandparent was Black. So now they claim she is Black. But mind you though, because of how cynical these men are, they do not apply that rule to Black Latino men. When the passport bros call a Black Latino man Black, it's usually he's really Black. Like, you look at that Black man, that Black Latino that the passport bros call Black Latino, and he's Black. There is no confusion. There is no ambiguity. He is Black. The kind of Latinas that they call Black are, they're very ambiguous, like racially ambiguous women. So yeah, so these men do not really like Black women. And so yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you. Bye bye.